Next up, Starbutter AI is a Bears and Bruins team. Founder Samane Pourjalali got her MBA at UCLA. Before spending years in digital marketing, she connected with Arun Rao, a Wharton and UCLA grad who was working in the finance industry, places including PIMCO, and figured out that chat is where it's at. They've developed an incredible team of chat dev, of voice dev, and you can usually find them in the corner office there, working very hard and figuring out how they're going to make this thing work for the financial industry. Please welcome Samane Pourjalali and Starbutter.
We're Starbutter AI, and we build AI assistants to help people pick financial products like credit cards and mortgages. We're the #1 result served by Google in voice for people searching for credit cards. We've advanced conversations with all the top issuers and banks and signed LendingTree bank rate with early commits from Amex and Wells Fargo. So let's talk about our consumer, the millennials. Here's a group that literally thinks they can do everything through their cell phones. Get a cab, order food, save whales. And when it comes to financial products, they want a few options to pick from and select the best. But the financial product market has become exceedingly confusing and overwhelming with pages and pages and hundreds of products to compare that are very complex. And if you're a bank or issuer, you're equally as frustrated because here you've been doing the same thing for the last 20 years. You're trying to get to these people because they established their choices early on, and you can't seem to make them stick, and it's extremely inefficient. So we built AI assistants to help people pick financial products easily through their phones and to help banks get higher quality leads. I'm going to show you a demo of Credit Card Helper. He's our flagship agent in beta. What you're going to see first is natural discovery. So we have hacked Google's voice ranking signals such that when a person asks a generic question about a credit card, we get served up about 40% of the time. So user is in Google Assistant right now, asks the question, I want a credit card, and engages with Credit Card Helper. OK, how can I help you? I want a student card with no annual fees. Great, here are the 2 cards that I would recommend to you. Tell me more about the Discover It for students. All right, here's a good card if you're trying to build credit. Well, what are the pros of this card? 2% cash back on gas and restaurants, no annual fee. How about the cons of this card? Well, this is a card that has limited availability in some areas. Great. How do I apply? And then we push people through to the issuer site. Now, a few things could have happened here by the user. The user could say, I'm not sure what I'm looking for. I think I want cash back. I think I want rewards. Why don't you tell me what I need based on my spending habits? Or why don't you compare this recommendation to what I have in my wallet? So the result has been overwhelming. We are at 25,000 monthly active users. That's with 0 marketing spend, pre-beta. And we've won some awards and signed some big clients and talking to the rest. Important to note that we are an acquisition play. So the incumbents in this industry are websites that have camped out since the 1990s. And we think we have a great head start against them because while they're great at optimizing websites, building AI is a completely new paradigm. Also, we run the largest voice dev community in the country for AI. And so we have very strong relationships with Google, Amazon, and Facebook as they're building these tools from the ground up. The team that's powering this engine, Arun, former bond trader at PIMCO, traded at 100 million daily limit. I built digital acquisition machines for some big companies, multi-million-dollar projects. Owen, our ML hacker, has optimized websites of 100 million in revenue. And Andrew is our PhD who marries big data and ML. So we have a massive tailwind behind us. Right now, 25% of all mobile search results are in voice. And that's going to go to 50% in 3 to 5 years. Additionally, voice devices blew up this year. We went from 11 million devices to an estimated 1 billion by the end of 2017. And if you hadn't heard of it 2 years ago, chat surpassed social. So people are consistently telling us that they want interactivity over and above static experiences. The market opportunity we're after is fairly sizable. So every year, 95 million credit card applications get approved in the United States, and 11 million people apply for mortgages. For every approved credit card app, we get somewhere between $75 to $400. And for every mortgage lead, just an application, we get $20 to $100. So market opportunity of about $4.5 billion. We just closed our first fundraising round. We oversubscribed. Right now, we're focused on hitting our traction metrics and goals. If you're in the AI, voice, fintech spaces, and virtual assistants, you know anybody in that space, we'd love to talk to you. We really think conversational commerce is going to be the next big thing, and we're helping co-create that space.